Hi, distinguished Toastmaster Art Farnsworth here, kicking off a new educational video series. After having implemented over the years many resources for those serving in club meeting roles, worksheets and logs, instructions, links to online resources, Wordmaster template, but still seeing that many members were not availing themselves of the resources or were using them inadequately or incorrectly, the idea came to me on May 14, 2024, to prepare a video for each club meeting role. I came up with a design for the slides, decided on my theme music, drafted the script structure, and now in August 2024, it is time to introduce my new club meeting roles series. The purpose of the series is to walk and talk you through the entire process, preparing you for proper and adequate service in the various club meeting roles, lessening any stress you might have in taking on a given role, especially if it's for the first time. The steps to be shown here in these videos are those found in the instructions for a given meeting role. Lastly, though the series is obviously and intimately linked to my home club, We the Speakers, the contents presented herein will hopefully be at least inspirational and thought-provoking to viewers who are members of a different club. The series will cover in alphabetical order each club meeting role, past and present, that We the Speakers had or do have. Enjoy and learn from this series. And if you have any feedback you would like to share, contact me at toastmasterart@verizon.net. Hi, Toastmaster Art here, ready to present you with another helpful video in my new Club Meeting Roles series. This video will present the Grammarian/Wordmaster Club Meeting role. We will walk our way through the instructions, and as we do, I will provide explanation and information, in some instances via live demonstration of a process, in others using video footage of someone at a club meeting serving in the role. What does the Grammarian/Wordmaster do? Let us take a look at the introduction section of the instructions for that role from the worksheet instructions file, which I will show you how to access later in this video. After sharing that being the Grammarian/Wordmaster is an exercise in expanding your listening skills, this section tells us that you have 3 responsibilities: to comment on the use of the English language during the course of the meeting, to provide examples of good grammar and word usage, and to introduce new words to members. Ready to take on the role of Grammarian/Wordmaster? Great. Let me show you how to do that. Browse to wethespeakers.org. Click on the member login button and enter at least the first 4 characters of your name or email address on file, and then your password. What I am going to share with you next is found in the signing up for a meeting role section of the member guide. Here is how to sign up for a role using the quick role sign up method. In part 1, select the meeting at which you wish to serve as Grammarian/Wordmaster. In part 2, you can set your planned attendance, changing it from the default value of uncertain, although it will be set to attending when you, in parts 3, select the role, and part 4, click to take the role. If you now go to the agenda for that meeting, you will see that you are signed up for that role. Here is how to sign up for a role using the meeting agendas method. On the members only menu, select meeting agendas. Next, access the agenda for the meeting at which you wish to serve as the Grammarian / Wordmaster. Once there, simply find the role and click the blue sign up button. You'll notice that your name appears there and your attendance at the top has been changed to yes. You are now signed up for that role. Prior to the meeting, access the resources you need and be familiar with your role. All resources are available via links on the meeting roles page and via the member downloads section of the club's free Toast host system. You can download the meeting roles cards file to access the Grammarian / Wordmaster role description card, or simply get it from the meeting greeter when you arrive. More on that shortly. What I am going to share with you next is found in the Accessing Meeting Role Worksheets / Logs section in the member guide. Here is, on the members only menu, the link for the member downloads page. Click on that link and then on the worksheets folder icon at the bottom to open the folder. Here you can see 5 relevant documents: the Grammarian's worksheet, the meeting role description cards, the Wordmaster template, Wordmaster's worksheet, and worksheet instructions. Click on each file you wish to download. Let us now look at the other way to access role-specific resources, the Club Meeting Roles page. On the Members Only menu, select Club Meeting Roles. Click that link, bring up the page, and you can see here in the Grammarian / Wordmaster list item, there is a brief role description, as well as links to role information on the Toastmasters International website and to the aforementioned resources on the club's site. Simply click to access the desired resource. Let us now consider in particular the Wordmaster aspect of this combined role. The second paragraph here is instructive regarding the selection of a word of the day. It should not be something outrageous that has no potential use in the average person's conversation, but rather something a little bit different or not oft used. Once chosen, use the Wordmaster's template file, which you can open in your word processor, to prepare the large print word of the day sheets that get posted at the front and rear of the meeting room. The file also facilitates the creation of word of the day slips to hand out to attendees. In the next video segment, you will see where all of these word of the day resources should end up. It is preferable for the member filling a role to bring whatever worksheets or logs are needed, but you need not bring the worksheet instructions or the role description card. Allow us to demonstrate.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi, America. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Excellent. Here is your name badge.
Thank you.
Are you filling a role tonight?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. Which one?
I have a Grammarian / Wordmaster.
Perfect. Did you bring your worksheet?
Yes, I did.
Awesome. So here is your instruction card, and that's laminated so you can lean on it if you're not at a table. Here is your role description.
That's great. Thank you.
You should be all set.
Great. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks for taking the role.
Thanks.
Hi, Michelle. Hi, America. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Excellent. Here is your name tag.
Thank you.
Are you filling a role tonight?
Yes, I'm a Grammarian / Wordmaster.
Good for you. Did you bring your worksheet?
No, I did not. I'm sorry, my printer broke.
No worries, no worries. We always keep some. for exactly that occasion. So here is your worksheet.
Thank you.
Here is your instruction card, and you can lean on that if you're not at a table.
Perfect.
Your role description for Grammarian Word Master.
All right. Sounds great. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks for taking the role.
My pleasure. Thanks.
Take a few minutes before the meeting to post your word of the day sheets and to, if you have also prepared them, distribute your word of the day slips as shown here. When you are called on by the general evaluator early in the meeting to explain your role, you can simply read the explanation from the Grammarian/Wordmaster role description card, as demonstrated here.
Next up is our Grammarian and Word Master.
The role of the grammarian plays an important role in helping all club members improve their grammar and vocabulary. I will listen to the language and grammar usage of all speakers, noting incomplete sentences, mispronunciations, grammatical mistakes, malapropisms, etc. As Wordmaster, I will be introducing the word of the day that helps meeting participants increase their vocabulary. During the evaluation portion of the meeting, I will give my report.
Thank you, Mirka.
A short time later, the Toastmaster is going to call you to the lectern to provide your word of the day. The Wordmaster's worksheet, if properly completed, will ensure that you cover all aspects of the word's presentation as detailed here. Don't forget to encourage attendees to try and use the word, hopefully correctly. During the meeting, in your capacity as grammarian, listen to each meeting participant, noting on the Grammarian's worksheet any incomplete sentences, sentence direction changes or restarts, and uses of incorrect grammar such as tense mismatches, singular plural mismatches, and the like. For a deeper dive into some of the verbal transgressions which you should be noting, browse to the Toastmaster Art blog at toastmasterartblog.artfarnsworth.com and search for, quote, serving as grammarian, end quote. Lest you get the impression that serving as grammarian is all about finding faults, there is on the Grammarian's worksheet the CLU, or Creative Language Use column. Maybe a speaker uses a word or phrase not oft heard. Perhaps a meeting participant displays an excellent example of alliteration. Regardless of the column entry, it is helpful to provide detail about and the context in which the transgression or creative language use occurred. That information logically goes in the worksheet's details column. In your capacity as Wordmaster, note throughout the meeting on the Wordmaster's worksheet who used the word of the day or a derivative of it, and whether it was used correctly or incorrectly. Endeavor to include in the details column helpful contextual information or the reason the word was used incorrectly. In the evaluation portion of the meeting, the general evaluator will call on you to provide your reports. In your capacity as grammarian, be sure to mention people by name, identify the entry type from your grammarian's worksheet, and if possible, offer the correct usage instead of just identifying the misuse. Follow that up with your Wordmaster's report, providing name, correct or incorrect use, and any helpful context. Allow us to demonstrate.
Next up is our Grammarian. Mirka.
Today we have a lot of folks restarting their sentences. So we had Darwin restarting 3 times, and we had Mark once, and Irene once. And then I have a question. David used in his speech ACHR positive. Frankly speaking, I have no clue what that is. So I don't know if that may be normal. It could be, if there's an explanation. all. And for the word of the day, we have Art using it twice, Melanie using it twice, and Irene managed to use it once just recently. Have I missed anyone? No. That's it.
Thank you, Mirka. Thank you for being so incredible.
When the meeting has ended, you will return to the meeting greeter the meeting role description card and instructions sheet, as demonstrated here.
So I got the role description card back for you and the instructions.
Perfect.
Do I also give you the Grammarian's worksheet and the Word Master's worksheet back to you?
No, we don't keep those. You can keep it or discard it.
All right, that's great. Thank you. All
Thank,
right,
thank you so much for taking the Grammarian Wordmaster role.
thanks.
Have a great night.
Good night.
Good night.
There you have it, a comprehensive presentation of all aspects of serving in the Grammarian/Wordmaster Club meeting role. I trust that this video was sufficiently informative such that you are ready to serve as the Grammarian/Wordmaster at an upcoming club meeting. Be sure to check out the other videos in the Club Meeting Roles series. Thank you for watching. Who used the word of the day or a derivative of it? Start it again. Derivative.
Sheet and the
I'm sorry, it's hiccuping again. I don't know what it's doing.
worksheet, the Word Master.
Just I'm gonna let it keep going, but just start the scene over again.
Yeah. So one more time.
Piece of crap. Cut. How do you cut?